Hey everyone, my name's Gunther and welcome back to Planet Zoo and our Ottawa based location. We are starting off fresh in a new franchise. We've built our first two exhibits. We have some Arctic foxes and Blacktailed Prairie Dogs. There we go. On top of that, we have a few things to do. We have set the foundation for our wolf habitat, and I think we're going to go something along the lines. I have an idea, and I'm kind of hoping maybe I can work this out. There's going to be three main attractions within this exhibit. The first one, we're going to try to incorporate a mountain of some type over this. So as you walk through, you'll go down this path, and then you're going to walk through the interior of a small mountain, and you'll come out on both sides. And then we are going to have a I'm thinking something along the lines of like Pride Rock, having some type of like a rock formation where wolves can kind of climb up and they can kind of have eyesight to any guests who are viewing them. And then I think we're going to have some type of water feature over here. Maybe incorporate some type of waterfall, have like a natural spring, whatnot, and go from there. Now, on top of that, we're also going to incorporate an entrance over here for our intrepid zoo employees to make their way through a back entrance. Remember, we want to keep this as natural as possible, and we're going to incorporate that. Now, how we're going to hide the keeper's hut for this particular location, considering we are in Canada, I have a feeling we're going to build some type of log cabin, which will house our keeper hut, and it'll back onto the entrance of the zoo. So the entrance into the exhibit, my apologies, will come through this cabin over here and enter down. That's how we're going to cap it off so that nobody can really escape or anything like that. So that is our goal. But first is first, we have a few alerts, and I think I just saw one pop up. We have, I thought I saw protesters. They said that there was protesters here. There's our protesters. What are they protesting? They're protesting the Arctic foxes. Why are they protesting? What did we do? They are social. Oh, hang on. They've lost some of their navigatable land. I don't know how that happened. They should have a lot of land. Why do you only have 35 meters? Unless they can't get... Oh, why can't they get out? Hang on. Let's go ahead and fix this. We need this. There we go. Okay. That was weird, bizarre, and enrichment, which we're working on. We are slowly working on getting enrichment figured out. They're probably really hungry because we haven't been able to feed them because nobody's showing up. Just go away! Don't protest. That's so rude. All right, I think we're good. I think we have this. They're stressed out because they don't have anybody to hang out with because they weren't able to get out of their little cave. Okay, cool. It looks like we're moving in the right direction. The other thing, and in hindsight, I'm not happy with how big this land is. So we're gonna kind of start moving things out, and we're gonna kind of make it like almost like a step key. And how we're gonna do that? We're gonna do this first, actually. And the reason why is because we can. So we're gonna align to grid, and let's go out two more, like so. Up two, up one. Yeah, there we go. Delete this. There we go. We will have to readjust our benches. That's a little bit better. We're going to be able to put a little bit more from a foliage perspective and then kind of like just work their way up like so. I really wish you could do angled paths that like were nice and angled, but are like a pyramid. I haven't been able to figure it out. And who knows? Maybe it is a possibility that we can do that. And I just need to learn. They are slowly getting less stressed. Their welfare is going up, and that's fantastic. Now, I also saw we don't need a vet surgery just yet. We're not at that point. But we have unlocked a few additional things. We've unlocked quite a bit for the Arctic fox, which is pretty cool, and that should help from our enrichment perspective. Let's see here. Am I crazy? Where is it? Oh, there it is. All right, so we have a bamboo feeder, so that's going to be a food enrichment feature. So we'll place this just over here near the entrance. We also have a curio ball, a light ball, and a blood scent enrichment. We will place the blood scent enrichment. Why is it not snapping? We'll place it right here, right by the tree. That should help from an enrichment perspective. Knowing that we actually have no lights either, maybe we should put in some light features just to help out. We obviously don't want our guests to be wandering around in the dark. That would be a little concerning. So let's take a look at this. Where would we find lights? It's under construction, probably. That's exactly where it is. All right, we have a few options. I'm looking for something that can, like, I guess the best is going to be this kind of the street lamp thing. We can make this work. Let's see here. And then we'll kind of just like stagger it down. I think this is actually going to work out really nice. For some reason, they're not angled. They're angled at a really weird. We'll need to fix this. Hang on. Oh, my mouse died. Well, that was embarrassing. We don't want random position anymore. We'll turn that off, and let's get this nice and angled correctly. There we go. We're just going to adjust this just a little bit. They're a little off kilter, just a tad. There we go. That's a little bit better. So we have some better lighting, which we will continue to improve on as we unlock. We have a bit of a traffic jam though at this this front. So what I'm thinking, to alleviate some of the traffic, some of the pedestrians that are kind of guests that are coming up and moving this way, I think it's also prudent for us to start to work out our pathing system just a little bit. And we're not gonna, you know what? We're not gonna do a line to grid. We want, what do we want? Something like maybe a 6-meter path. We'll go a little bit longer. And then we'll have to go shorter. Like so. And then not quite. So we're going to have to go a little bit further. But that's okay. And then we can work our way down. Why can't we work our way down? There we go. It's a nice little, we'll have a nice little wrap. We'll do the same on the other side as well. And the intent behind this is to alleviate some of the guests coming through. We have quite a few. So we'll need to eliminate, we'll just need to kind of spread them out just a tad. It's not effective to have them kind of all blocking that main entrance like that. And we'll figure out what we're going to do from here. I don't want to have it wrap around. I want to keep this separate so that we don't necessarily have guests kind of going in and seeing what they where the keepers would enter. But I think this is going to be a good start, initially anyway. We'll figure out the rest. There's quite a bit that I actually want to do. So first things first, though, let's figure out what we're going to do with this exhibit. Now, my theory and what we need to do is we kind of need to create a ramp so that people can actually, so that we can get in. If we can't get in, it's not gonna be, it's not gonna do us any good. So let's go with that, and we'll smooth this out a little bit, and that should give us an entrance. We're gonna line the edges with rock formations. It just makes sense for us to have a kind of like an all rock entrance, and then we're gonna put the feeder's cabin, or the keeper's hut there. So let's start off with that. We'll go with our keeper's hut. Where is it? There we go. And remember, my theory was that we're going to go ahead and do something like this. And we also need to set up our barrier walls as well, because we have to incorporate it with the barrier. So let's go ahead and set up that. We are going to use the majority of it null, but we'll have to have a regular barrier here. There we go. We got it. We have our entrance to the exhibit set up. Now, how are we gonna make this look a little bit nicer? That's a great question. So we are going to utilize quite a bit. Now, hang on. Before we do anything, we did see we still have some protesters. Who are they protesting now? Now they're protesting this guy, but their habitat's okay. It's the enrichment aspect. Okay, you know what we have to do? Let's go back to our management. We'll go back to our research. And we're going to shift off the Arctic fox. We've done quite a bit. And we're just going to go to the Blacktailed Prairie. There we go. We will start to clean that up while we work for... Why are you protesting all this way? Weird. I guess you can make that decision. All right, so like I was saying, we are going to go back here. And we're going to continue with our North American, because we are in Canada. And we need to go to rocks, and we are going to utilize some of these Tyger rocks, I guess. Let's we'll kind of put it a little bit further. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and cover this entire area in rocks. We're going to create a nice rock exterior, and that's how we would kind of keep it kind of protected. So let's go ahead and do that. right, so we have the initial exterior of our exhibit created. It looks a little man-made, but that's intentional. As with any zoo exhibit, it would always have that man-made feel to it. So we see a lot of repeating rocks, things like that. I did try to break it up with some additional rocks that we would just kind of insert to kind of clear it out. I've also created this is my first waterfall. I'm actually quite proud of this. The intent behind it is that we have something that's kind of like just pushing through the cracks, so that's why you see it's kind of like going along the cracks, and then kind of it's splashing off some of the rocks in the back as it kind of goes down into the base of the lake here, or the little pond that we've created. In fact, actually, just one more thing. I'm not happy with the amount of water that we would see here. I think we would probably see a little bit more of a ripple action here. So let's just kind of double it up there. There we go. So we are set. Now, there are a few things have happened while I was building this, and I didn't really want to kind of get out of that what I was doing here. So we have a slight concern. We have some animals who are growing near the end of their life, and we need to take a look and make sure that these guys are still doing okay. Specifically, our black-tailed prairie dogs. Now, looking at it, let's take a look at their social. They have 4. They are nearing the end of their lives. Do we have any offspring? We do have a bonded pair, so this is something new that came out of the update. But it doesn't look like we've had any baby black-tailed prairie dogs. So what we're gonna do, just to kind of keep the pack kind of flowing, we are going to go ahead. Actually, you know what we need to do? We need to make sure that Anepe is not nearing the end of his life. he's getting near the end. See, here he goes. Is it? Oh, it is Anepe. He's gonna die soon. Oh no. He actually just died. Oh. That's unfortunate. Hopefully he lived a good life. So that also means we are going to have to get some additional black-tailed prairie dogs. We need to definitely reinvigorate the population. Now, if I'm not mistaken, they can't. We can't keep them. I think they can only have 1 male. All right, let's take a quick look at this. I think their bachelor size, it's 1 male up to 11 females. So we have to keep that in mind. So we'll go ahead, pick up a few of those, or one of them, I guess, and we will go ahead and move them into quarantine. Again, because we're purchasing from a private breeder, we would definitely want to send them to quarantine to kind of take a look and make sure that they're doing okay. The good news is Zotum is he's much younger, and that's going to help with keeping them up. On top of that, it looks like we've actually have do we have some kids? We do. We have some baby Arctic foxes. We want to make sure that from a social perspective, there's 4. 4 adult population. Okay, there we go. We're doing quite well. We do have an issue. A lot of our guests feel that our pricing is a little too low. So let's go ahead. We'll jack the price up again just a little bit, and we will move from there. Now, we are going to go back. We're just going to wait for the winter to subside before we start really working on the interior of this. Now, that being said, there are some things that we want to work on the outside. We want to get some trees. And while, many people might think that spruce trees are the what would make Canada Canada, that is not the case. There are definitely some spruce trees, but it's a mixture. So we're gonna go ahead and they look too. It makes it look too Christmassy. That's not what I want. I want just. Oh yeah, there we go. It's because we had the wrong whatchamacallit, area up. Elm trees are definitely something that we see a lot where I live. So we can go maybe place some elm trees around. So it's not going to go in the exhibit. They're just kind of like bordering the exterior of the exhibit, and the reason why it's going to be used to break up the how many the sight line, because it can get pretty wild. We will. Do we have a random rotation on? We do. Okay. We're just using it to break up the sight line. That's it. We just want to keep it kind of looking a little fresh. That's it. All right, so we've broken up the ridge of the exhibit a little bit. Now, in hindsight, my theory of kind of creating a nice little like stone mountain, I don't think it's gonna work. I don't think I have the. I don't think I'm that great at building it. We can try to work it out though. So let's first things first. We're gonna cut off this a little bit. Give ourselves a little bit more room to work with, because that's going to be the important thing. We're going to need as much room as possible, and we're also going to use the terrain tool to kind of pull up the terrain just a little bit. All right, so I think we have the working foundations of this. Let's just try to smooth this out just a little bit. Too much. There we go. And let's go and try to get this mountain up and running. Let's see if we can make this work. If not, we'll I guess we'll revert back, and we'll go back to just having nothing there. I guess we will do our best. That's my commitment. And just like that, we have built our fake mountain, with the exception, I think I just have to, oh no, perfect. It's all stamped through, so I think we are good. I'm quite happy with that. Again, it looks man-made, which I guess, like, as I get more used to this, I think it'll start to change, but I'm quite happy. What I'm gonna do on the inside is I'm gonna have some benches on one side. I'm gonna put some conservation messaging on the other side. So as they walk through, they can kind of stop. If it's raining outside, they can take a quick break, and they can actually read some interesting material. But in the meantime, we've had quite a few notices of this habitat. There's actually unfortunately some more of our black-tailed prairie dogs have passed, and it's not ideal. So let's take a look. We'll call all three, and we need to figure out what we're gonna do with our black-tailed prairie dogs. I don't think we have a whole lot left, to be entirely honest. And they're probably protesting the Blacktailed Prairie Dogs. The good news is we do have a male. Oh, so unfortunate. I guess I never really put thought into, like, the idea that, like, if we weren't because we're not pausing the game or anything like that, we're naturally going to face some issues with death, and it's unfortunate. But it is a natural lifestyle. It's a natural circle of life. So we have to keep that in mind. But it's not ideal. Okay, perfect. So we've sent them over to quarantine. So they're taking a quick jaunt over there. I think we can ignore these now. You know what we should do? Probably should have done this actually. Probably should have done this at the very beginning. We are going to go ahead and hire a second mechanic, not a caretaker, second mechanic. And we're going to go ahead and hire a second vet. And the reason why is we've been investing one vet into research for forever now, and they've unlocked quite a bit. They've done quite a bit, but that also means that they're neglecting their primary job. So we'll go ahead with that. Now, on top of that, we do have mechanics research as well. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at what do we want to research first. Let's go ahead with the New World theme, because we want to get that. And then I think after that we'll do maybe shelters or power. Both are going to be good. But again, I think we're doing okay. I feel bad. I feel bad that we neglected our black-tailed prairie dogs for so long. That's unfortunate. Let's move them over here. Now, do we have any... Yeah, our vet hasn't visited in a long time, which is unfortunate. But I think we're doing okay. I think we've fixed that. So now we have to start to pick up some wolves. Let's go take a look at the animal trading center, see what kind of wolves we can pick up. Again, they have to be North American in style, so we just want to keep that in mind. Would it be as easy as just saying they're called wolves? No, that would be too easy. All right, let's check out Zoopedia. We're gonna go to continent, and we're gonna say North America, and let's take a look. We have cougars, grizzly bears, we have jaguars. Where is red fox? Timber wolf. That's what we're looking for. Let's see here. Can we find Timberwolf? Yep. Not a whole lot. Now let's see what their pack mentality is. I'm gonna assume that it's gonna be a. I'm gonna assume it's gonna be. Oh no, 12 males, 12 females, so it can be a mix. It's monogamous. They will have an alpha male and alpha female, so that's okay. So we'll go back to our market, and we have a lot of wolves. Now we do have some conservation credits that we can utilize. We had been looking at just cash listings for the longest time. There's just not a lot, but we are going to pick up what we can, so we'll adopt all of these. We need some more females. All right, let's see here. No, not enough. No, no. Oh, wait, is that another? There we go. We'll take Leticia, and I think that's it. So let's go take a look. Oh no, we have another Blacktailed Prairie Dog. They are just hitting the end of their lives. It's unfortunate. It really is. I feel so bad. Let's see here. We want to take a look at. We would have them in our animal trading storage, and we will go ahead and send them to the quarantine. Now, knowing this, let's take a quick look at Zoopedia Timberwolves. They need a minimum of 1,162 meters squared. How big is this habitat? It is connected. Everything is there, right? No, we're missing a barrier here. Oh no, it's there. Okay. It's there. We have everything that we need. Why won't it tell me the size? Oh no, 3,000 square meters. Okay, we're pretty good. Where Timberwolves should have had enough time to quarantine. Yes. Wish you could just view just the quarantine animals. There is a way to do just quarantine. But why won't it tell me? I just want to see the animals in quarantine. Okay, I guess we'll just do it this way. Oh, but we don't have a path. That's why. Okay, hang on. There we go. Our path is set up. So now we should be able to move the wolves into exhibit. Now we're on the receiving end of some protests again. Who are they protesting now? Why are they protesting the foxes? Stress, quite a bit of stress. It's the stress associated. I wonder if it's because they just. Oh, is it because we have we may have too many. We may have too many at this point. Okay, we do have too many. All right, let's see what we can do here. That's Yotomio is our alpha female male, and we have our Atasak is our alpha female. We could. Let's see here. We will send to the trade center. That's actually going to give us, so that should clear up some of that. And then while we're doing that, let's take a look. They are very happy with this. The only issue, admittedly, we forgot to build our second feature, which is going to be like Pride Rock. And then we were going to build something up for that. I guess we will have to go back through and work on that. But we have a rather large area for them to run through. I'm quite happy with that. The only thing, again, enrichment, that would make sense. And too much long grass. Let's fix that. We can fix that one really quickly. Why is there grass? Why is the long grass not going down? Okay, there we go. They have ample room, and we can actually grow our pack a little bit more. So what we need to do is while we're... Hang on, let's... So much to do, so much to do. Can we... Animal cannot be released into the wild. We're gonna do the unthinkable. We're gonna sell the Narjuk for cash. Just to free up... We have to free up some space because they are growing their pack quite aggressively. But that should help out. I think our protesters are going to be a little bit happier now, and we are making a little bit more money. So we have quite a bit that we have to do. Again, you know what? I wish I never said that I wasn't going to pause the game, because now we're dealing with this. So we're going to set up some donation bins, and then we need to figure out our shelter. So let's see if we can find just a cheap shelter, maybe just to start with. I don't like any of those shelters. So let's. I guess we're gonna go back to our nature, and we're gonna build out a shelter for them. And in fact, you know what? What we can probably do is incorporate this into this the Pride Rock feature that we were hoping to make. Why won't this stay down? Align to surface. There we go. All right, that's going to be the base of our shelter, and then let's go ahead and fill in some bedding for them. There we go, a nice little area for them to kind of hang out in. We should build a second layer of rocks just to pull it up just a little bit. And then we're going to cap it off with some flat stones. All right, so we have the base of our shelter. Not too bad. There we go. And what we're going to do, how we're going to kind of make this work, is we're going to create a nice little path. And we're going to save this. This is going to be our main Pride Rock. So how we want to do this, just kind of want to have it come out like so. And then we need to get a path up. And how we're going to do that is we're going to use some of these long flat rocks. Where is it? No, not that one. Not that one. Well, maybe we'll do it. Maybe we'll do step style. Does that actually work? Will they be able to jump up through that? I don't know. Let's find out. Too much grass, too much, okay. I'm hoping they're going to be able to make their way up there. And in the meantime, though, we do need to fix this. So they've, I guess they've determined that they have too much long grass now. So let's rotate this all out again. We would naturally have a lot more soil on the base of all of our exhibits. So that's going to clear that out. Everything is good. We've built this. I don't think they can make their way up there, so we'll have to come in and go and figure that out. But before we do anything else, we do need to get their food and water situation sorted out. So we are going to go with a large tray. We're actually going to do 2 large trays. We're going to do one right here, and we're going to do one right here. Now, on top of that, we also need to get some type of enrichment in here, and thankfully, they follow along with the Arctic fox. So we've already researched some of it. So we're going to put a scent stick over there. We'll put a little sprinkler over here to kind of keep them cool during the warmer days, and then we'll stick a scent stone right here. So that should kind of give them the majority of everything that they really want. We're just missing some food enrichment. Now, I really want us to figure this out. So I'm going to play around with this. Let's see if maybe we can get a nice little path for them to climb up. All right, everything is going to plan. I know that there is a feature to see where wolves or where your exhibit animals can roam. I'm gonna have to play around and try to figure that out, just to see if they can actually make their way up here, because that would be really cool if they could just kind of get up here and kind of hang out. So maybe I'll put some type of feature up here to draw them out if that's the case. But I am actually quite happy with this exhibit. I think it's turned out much better than I anticipated, considering I haven't played this game a whole lot, and I'm quite proud of myself. It looks like our guests are absolutely flocking to it. We've breached $100,000 from finance perspective, so it looks like our little conservation effort is actually doing quite well. In fact, we are experiencing some heavy crowding issues, so we'll have to figure something out from there. Next step, and I think on our next episode, maybe we'll focus more on beautifying what we have, filling in our gaps, kind of getting some additional foliage, and I really want to create a better staff zone, and I think I'm going to move this staff zone up here, and we're going to create a really nice little staff area. I have some thoughts in mind, but as always, feel free to leave a like, drop a comment, let me know what you think of this, let me know what you think I could have done different. If you have advice on how to create a better wolf exhibit, by all means let me know. Otherwise, ciao for now.